Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, John. How you doing today?
I am doing great, Angelica. How are you?
My day has been so, but I'm not complaining because I'm still here, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah, I really haven't did anything. Have you did anything fun this week? How was your week?
It's back to reality. Back to work. I just came back from Atlanta, but I'll be going to Miami in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited about that.
What? You going to Miami? Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Just getting it popping.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
this is the last trip. I'm not taking no more trips. I can't do it no more. I gotta save this money, flying every 2 seconds. It's not cheap.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right. I'm not going to Miami, but I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks. I feel like we on like a vacation thing. Like, what's going on with us? Like, every time you're going on vacation, I'm going on vacation too, but we never seem to link up with each other. What's up with that?
I know. Well, I'll be coming home for Christmas finally after a million years, I'm going to be home for Christmas, so we definitely should link. I mean, well, of course we're going to link up, but we definitely, should go to Chicago because I already told Chris, I want to take him to Chicago, so I think that'll be dope. Hello?
Yeah, I do too.
Oh.
But this is your host, Angel. This is your host, Angel Vandrina. You're like, oh, what's happening here? This is your host, Angel Vandrina, y'all.
And I'm your co-host, Jean Mosby, and you are listening to Confession
Session. See, if you did it a little bit quicker, maybe we would. No, because how are you going to change it to a slow confession session? It's supposed to be confession session, not
I slow it down because I'm waiting on you. Like, that's why I do it, because you're stressing out that much. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to get you next week. It's okay. I'm going to get you next week. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in this week. We truly appreciate the love and support. Don't be afraid to comment, tweet, retweet, and like our posts and in regards to Confession Session, as well as like our fan page, the Pound Confession Session, and our Facebook name, Angel Jean. We want to hear from y'all. If you know somebody that got some secrets to tell, let us know, because we are open. We are open ears.
I know that's right. I know.
Yes. Before we get down to the hot topics, we are going to talk about our daily question.
Okay. And our question of the day is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity? Again, is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity? I think that's a good question. But let's get into the topic. The first thing I want to talk about is White Lives Matter. Hashtag White Lives Matter is now labeled as a terrorist group. The group who gathered to rally outside of the NAACP headquarters in Houston, some of which who were armed with assault rifles and were carrying Confederate flags at the time, have recently been labeled a hate group. The Southern Poverty Law Center, who tracks extremist groups in the United States, added White Lives Matter to the hate. I mean, I can't. I can never talk. I can never explain myself when I'm trying to get everything out at one time. I feel really I don't know. But yeah, so they recently added them, stating that White Lives Matter is against integration and immigration, which all points to white supremacy, which we all know are hateful people. Researchers with the Law Center also said that White Lives Matter have been promoting the Aryan Renaissance Society, a group in Texas that is a member of the United Aryan Front, a white nationalist coalition. Heidi Beatrice, who is the director of the Intelligence Project at the Southern Poverty Law Center in Montgomery, Alabama, also said that because of the racially charged elections, specifically Donald Trump giving hope to white supremacists, there have now grown to 892 hate groups in the United States. What do you think about that?
Wow. This White Lives Matter group, has been going on for over a year now. It's just sad that people are in racist group versus trying to build. lots of people are asking, what is this White Lives Matter group and what are they trying to accomplish? I'm personally wondering, is this group supposed to be a movement? And if so, what are the positive influences? Now, I wonder, is this some type of white supremacist group? I wonder which of the two. But people, they can say the exact same thing about Black Lives Matter until they do their research. And then they're going to find out that Black Lives Matter is a positive group. And that's where the chain disconnects between the two groups. They are, protesting outside of the NAACP offices, which is disturbing. And then, I don't know, I just feel like pretty much everything that they're doing is contradicting what's actually happening. Like one of the organizers in the group said that the movement is trying to celebrate heritage and culture. However, they're showing up with white supremacist signs such as the 14 words, which refers to we must secure the existence of our people and future for white children, and the shirts pretty much with the supremacist versions of the Celtic cross on it. But other people are stating that they are only out there because the NAACP inaction regarding violence of police officers and then the destruction of property. But all in all, we know what this is about. Like, we're not dumb. Like, we see what's going on. You guys think that Black Lives Matter is a hateful group, which it isn't. It's a positive thing. You're not doing your research, so you're just making shit up and being racist. And that's not what Black Lives Matter is even about. So it's just foolish. How you feel?
I agree. It's the same shit. We all know that it's clearly a difference. It's everything that they're saying is spewing hate. Like they want it to be separate. That everything is based on separatism. They don't want to integrate anything. They want it to be just them. They want to keep the Aryan race pure. And I'm gonna say on the website it brought up like Jewish people, and it's like, what do Jewish people got to do with Black Lives Matter? Like, come on now, like clearly
right.
You have an issue with people that aren't yourself. It has nothing to do with what you're trying to protect, police officers or whatever is what they're talking about. It's all bullshit, and nobody's here for it, and that's why they're labeled as terrorists, because they are. That's what the fuck they're doing. They're on that same shit. Anyways, speaking of Black Lives Matter, Collin Kaepernick, 28-year-old quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, has come under attack for not standing up during the national anthem. His reasoning for not standing during the song was he will not show pride in the flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. Kaepernick, who is originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is rumored to be released from the 49ers anytime and is now hated by the majority of the NFL. Kaepernick says he will continue to sit in upcoming games and does not fear of any retaliation because that would prove what he is stating, and he knew what sacrifices will come for him standing up for what he believes in.
That's just amazing. It's just amazing how many different views that we have on this. When I say different views, I pretty much just mean white and black people. I've seen several black people making statements on his Twitter account stating Black Lives Matter and stating it's amazing how folks, they get mad when a black man raises his voice for equality, and then a man refuses to stand up for the flag, but then believes that that's pretty much it's not living up to the standards. But because of that, he needs to go back to Africa, and that's where pretty much there is an entire continent, quote unquote, dedicated to us black folks. And I also heard what white people, they said pretty much, he lives in a country where the president is black and his black father knocked up his mother and pretty much led them, and he was pretty much ultimately led to be raised by a white couple. And it's just a lot of crap, it's really ridiculous. What do you feel about it?
I think it's the same bullshit. The fact that they want to get upset with him because he is making a silent protest against the injustice that have been brought upon his people, when they don't say anything about Donald Trump saying the same thing, let's make America great again. I'm sorry, you basically saying that you don't think America's great, and it's not like he's doing anything wrong. The motherfucker is just not standing up. And the fact that, you want to, the fact that you want to cause all this commotion because he says this is what I believe in, and it's not like he's saying anything that's wrong. He said, I don't like the way that we're viewed in this country, how we're treated less than, how our police attack our people. That's it.
You're right,
saying,
and I also,
it's only black people, it's only about black people, blah, blah, blah. He's saying, make us all equal. They acting like he's just saying something totally wrong, like he just totally gets this country. He's just saying, I'm not going to stand for somebody that's not for me. That's just like if you had a damn cousin, you know what I'm saying, and they got married, and you know you didn't like this bitch, you know this bitch don't like you. No, I'm not going to your fucking wedding. Why would I come to your fucking wedding? I know we cousins, but bitch,
right.
we don't like each other. Like, why the fuck am I cousin? Like, let's be for real. That's it.
Yeah, and that's it. You're right. And like I heard pretty much Collin said too that he did that to bring awareness and that, you know, and to have people realize what's actually going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are just unjust and people are not being held accountable for them. All in all, we need to stand up like Collin. I think that what he did was, I applaud him for that. I love the fact that he remains strong and consistent despite the hateful messages meant to deter him from doing what he needs to do. And all in all, we have been, back in the day, he would have been a slave despite the white couple that adopted him because he will always be a black man. So that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Don't get upset. Shit, don't do that.
And I'm glad he's proud enough to stand alone because you got all these other Uncle Toms, you know what I'm saying, they're saying whatever because they don't want to fuck up their contracts when you know it's bullshit. Like, get the fuck out of here. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Anyways, a man stabs and kills 2 nuns in Mississippi. Recently, Margaret Hill and Paula Merrill, who were both nurse practitioners, were found stabbed to death in their home after they didn't show up for work last Thursday at a clinic in Lexington. The killer, Rodney Earl Sanders, stole their car before being caught and charged with 2 counts of capital murder. Rodney was just released from prison in December and was also in prison years prior for armed robbery. Authorities still have unclear motive for the murders, however, stating that robbery would be too premature. What do you think about that?
You know he going to hell for this. But, no, seriously, it's strange. He gave no reason for the crime and just decided one day I'm just going to stab 2 nuns. Like, I wanted to know more about what's going on in his head. I guess you never understand. You can never understand the mind of a murderer. We don't know what type of relationship this man possibly had with the nuns, if any at all. All in all, it was a sad story to hear about. But everything happened for a reason, and unfortunately it was their time to go. That was just an awful way to go, though, you know? Like, my goodness, that was bad. That was sad, you know? Like,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's really nothing you pretty much can't say. What would make somebody like the motherfucker clearly? You know what I'm saying? He's going to get it. Because just like, what is your purpose of killing 2 nuns who also were nurse practitioners who practiced in one of the poorest parts of, where was this, in Alabama? Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like what would your reasoning be? So I would like to hear from this story because he has to go down. Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson filed administrative charges against officers Jason Van Dyke, Janet Mondragon, Daphne Sebastian, Ricardo Villamontes, and Sergeant Stephen Franco on Tuesday, and the 6th person, who is also going to be charged, however, resigned. The department says that the officers gave false statements during the investigation, but the dash cam that was released 400 days after the incident totally discredits the officers' statement after it shows Laquan walking away from police with a knife before he was gunned down. But the officer's statement was that he lunged towards them, I believe. What do you think about that? And I don't know if I explained it. Chicago Police Superintendent Andy Johnson, he filed criminal charges against officers after finding out that they lied for the shooting death of Laquan McDonald in Chicago. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't understand how investigators – I know how investigations work, so I don't understand why the cops, they weren't charged earlier. This happened October 20th of 2014. It's about time that family received justice for Laquan McDonald, who was shot 16 times in the middle of the road. Yes, he had a knife in his hand. And I feel Officer Van Dyke should have gotten the death penalty for what he did, but he still got charged with first-degree murder in this case, which is exactly what he deserves, but more. Why do you feel the need to shoot your gun for 15 entire seconds and was out of your car only 6 seconds before you started shooting? This story was disturbing to me, especially since it was 7 other officers on the scene with him that did not shoot. You could have made a better decision. Yes, he had a knife, but you could have tased that boy. And then his freaking lawyer, Van Dyke, is a freaking idiot who he insists that his client, Van Dyke, was truly in fear for his life as well as the lives of his fellow officers. Get the fuck out of here with your lying ass. That's not right. You a liar, but I'm glad that he got what he deserves. How you feel about the situation?
I mean, finally, there has been some justice. Because, like you said, it was all these people covering for one person. And if they, usually that's what happens. They do all this covering, all this bullshit, and they end up getting away with it. So, for a change, I'm glad, what happens to him.
Right.
Hopefully, they do get charged with. But you know how the
oh, well, 6 officers, they were fired, and one was charged with first, and Van Dyke was first-degree murder.
I thought they weren't fired yet. Like they were, like something to, I guess, like they were on the way to being terminated, but they had to have like some kind of trial or something like that.
Oh yeah, the move to fire the officers. Yeah, it's a move.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, but still, they're gonna. Hopefully, they do get charged. You're right. Only thing we can do is pray.
It's not the video.
But honestly, what could they have done? This man get out his car 6 seconds, get to just shooting this boy down, and these cops looking like, what are you doing? But then once again, you tried to cover it up, and that's where you messed up. That's where you screwed up at. So did you want to do a recap of the question of the day?
Yes, ma'am. So the question of the day is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity? Again, the question of the day is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity.
And for those that are listening online, our number is 516-595-8282. And again, that number is 516-595-8282. All right, let's get into that next topic.
So another sad. All of our stories are super psycho and sad this week.
I know, but we got a good nice topic coming up next. So.
Okay. So Dwayne Wade's cousin, also in Chicago, Nakia Aldridge, was recently gunned down, and it's sad because he actually was strolling her daughter down the street on the way to sign her other 3 daughters up for school. I think they said the two men that did kill her. And the thing is, she was caught in a crossfire. The 2 men that killed her, they were charged with murder, attempted murder, and also additionally charged with criminal trespassing. They said Dwayne Wade, however, did not attend the vigil. He just tweeted about another senseless act of gun violence. And just a sad situation. What do you think about that, Angelica?
It's so sad. The south side of Chicago is just so dangerous. It's bad when it's been horrible. 8 months and almost 5. Yes, it's bad when it's been 8 months and almost 500 murders. Just,
right.
That's damn near 63 murders a month. 63 dead people every month. It's time to get up and get out when 2 punks start shooting in broad daylight, despite a mother with her newborn baby in a stroller at a guy for being on the wrong block or wearing the wrong color, whatever. It's absolutely a senseless crime. They are going to jail, like you said, for a long time. I'm glad they were caught. 4 children lost their mom, which is absolutely awful. But the saddest part of this whole entire story is the crime won't stop, and it has not stopped. There have been many more murders since this crime, which has just happened, and it will be so many more senseless stupidity before the year ends. I mean, it just won't get shown because nobody is famous that's connected to them. So it's truly a travesty. Truly a travesty. How do you feel about it? Besides what you already...
My thing is, why does this continue to happen. And, you know, I was listening to someone else say it, but it's just like, and it, like when you think about it, it's like, what the fuck can you really do? Like, do you move away from that? Like, what can you change to get someone's mentality of murder is not the answer? You know, it's just...
I don't know.
I guess because that's, like, we are from, like, that area, so we're used to hearing about it. But if you think about it in retrospect, that shit is crazy. What you said, 600 people died?
500 murders in just 8 months.
That is fucking crazy. Like, that's not normal. You know, and it's just like, what can you do when murder is not viewed as such a big deal in the area? Like, what can you change that, you know? That's what I would like to do. I just really hope that they are trying to, because Chicago is a beautiful city.
It is.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what are they trying to do to change that, to change the mentality of people that live there?
It's parts of Chicago. That's the issue, though.
What do you mean?
It's parts of Chicago. This is taking off a lot of the murders. No, just parts of Chicago that this is happening in. So it's sad, but we're going to move on to a lighter topic, the MTV VMA Awards. Everybody, we all know the VMA. The VMAs. So Beyonce, Britney Spears, and Rihanna, we already know they slayed the stage. Rihanna pretty much accepted the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award from Drake, who also declared his love for Rihanna. And she swerved his ass on stage. He came in for a big kiss on her lips, and she put that head of his right on her neck and kept it moving. I was like, wow. She boo-booed on him. Kanye West brung up Taylor. Huh?
I said I'm weak.
What you say, Jen?
I said I'm weak. I'm weak.
You silly. Kanye West brought up Taylor Swift again. He pretty much did whatever he wants to do with his 4 minutes of fame. No, I'm just kidding. But with his 4 minutes, he pretty much ranted and talked about various topics. He gave a shout-out to Taylor Swift, which is apparently his nemesis, and also his ex, Amber Rose. But the rapper also premiered his latest video featuring Tiana Taylor, who was doing a flash dance style dance move, and she was pretty much getting it on with her fiance, looking all amazing, half naked in the video, dancing, shaking that ass from left to right. Her body was just amazing. I was like, girl, you make me want to just run her, just dance her. You make me want to do something, because that six-pack is amazing. Also, Beyonce swept the VMAs pretty much, but, you know, she performed her 5 songs. Honestly, though, as bad, and I'm not a Beehive hater, I promise, as bad as Beyonce is, as dope as she is, her performance, even though it was swept, it was pretty disappointing to me, okay? That devil shit is irritating. That should be pissing me off. I'd be about damn near ready to cut off anything that I see that got that on there, because what kind of message, I'd be so confused. What type of message are you sending off? You're shooting angels. That's fucking dumb to me. But all in all, Britney Spears, she returned to the VMA stage for the first time since like 2007, and she performed. She did her performance from the song "Make Me" with G-Eazy. Haven't heard of it before, but I probably have. I don't know. But John, did you see the VMAs? And if you did, what you think about it?
I did. I thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I never really was a huge fan of the VMAs. I've always liked the BET Awards the most. The rest of them, to me, they be kind of whack. Like, I've always watched for, you know, to see my favorite artists' performances. But this year, it was the people that I wanted to see. It was Rihanna, Beyonce,
But what was she doing
Kanye,
with that lip syncing? What was Rihanna doing? What was Rihanna doing with that lip syncing? I mean, yeah.
I was not here for her performances. I was here for her fashion. And don't get me wrong, like, I love Rihanna. Her music is so good.
Her songs are nice, but she just needs to stick to regular singing. Her voice is amazing. So just, you know, sing your songs. Don't lip sing unless you really practice it, because lip syncing is a talent.
I don't know. I think she was tired, because I'm like, girl, you know, it was just a lot. But I would say my favorite, and she didn't perform as a video with Tiana Taylor. Like, she definitely went off. And really quick, I've been talking about this all week, but I just want to, I don't know, do you know the meaning of the video at all? Like, have you looked?
You know, pretty much as far as the video goes, it was strange to me because, like I said, it was just a premiere of the video, so we don't really know exactly. But she was doing, like I said, some flash dance style dance moves, and she was pretty much getting it on with her fiance. Her face transformed into a cat face, like towards the end of the movie, and it had her kid on there. It was strange to me. I was just like, why did your face just morph like that?
I watched the video and also I researched it, and the video was actually about womanhood, which was what I thought was really dope. And, like, the strength. And Tiana's body is what represented the strength, you know, like how strong she is. And her dancing, her fluidity, her sexuality shows, you know, how women are sexual beings and, you know, how they're gawked at or whatever. And then also, I would say the sex scene was birth and rebirth, and then the child was, like, rebirth. Also, the lambs had something to do with the Bible because, you know, like Kanye's, like, super deep, and most of the shit he has to do with has something to do with the Bible. And then the cat face, it actually wasn't a cat face. It was a lion. And the meaning was that the woman is stronger than the man in a relationship. And I thought that was really dope because women do go through a lot of shit. It's like, who thinks of all that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Kanye West does. That's who thinks of it all.
He's a fucking genius. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the man's just so dope.
Yeah, he come up with some
crazy
things.
You said what?
I said, yeah, he come up with some crazy things.
Like crazy. But on who I wish performance to be made, Chris Brown. I don't know if you heard about this whole crazy situation that is going on. In the medium.
You know I heard about it.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot fucking talk today. I'm pronouncing everything wrong. It is the worst. I guess I'm a little over 50.
Oh, my God.
Well, recently, you said what?
I said, oh, my God. And I was laughing at your silly self.
But recently, Chris Brown was in the news again for inviting Bailey Curran over to his house in California. Well, I don't know the area that he lives in. I forgot the name of the suburb, but it's like a wealthy area or whatever. Bailey Curran was a former Miss California Regional who was stripped of her crown. But what she said was during the time that she was over there, she went over there to discuss a video at 3 in the morning. But she saw, I guess, like some pieces that Chris Brown's friend was selling because he's a jeweler. And she looked at the piece and she said Chris Brown tripped out, like pointed a gun at her and told her to get the fuck out. After he told her to get out, the friend came to her and was like, can you sign this NDA before you leave? She said no. She grabbed her phone, then she ran off. But what they're saying is allegedly that she was caught trying to steal from him, trying to steal the jewelry. And that also she is known, she has a history of lying. She also was a grand larceny suspect at a Plaza Hotel for stealing a Louis Vuitton bag with $200 and a Michael Kors wallet in New York. And also another friend said, like, she had some other issues with her, like, as far as, like, want to press charges because he protects her from trying to beat up somebody else. But she didn't take it serious, so she didn't even show up in court. Just the bitch is just psycho. What do you think about that?
Well, I think Chris Brown is always in some shit, and it was crazy to me because when I first heard about it, it was robbery homicide division that got involved. So I was like, oh my God, is somebody dead? But after the long standoff, you know, he ended up getting arrested, right? And he, in his rant pretty much on Instagram, was him stating that he has a daughter, he a father, he a real nigga, and fuck what y'all think. This is the way he's behaving, and you got a kid. Like, I just think that, you know, he was also charged, too, with assault with a deadly weapon. Like, I just feel like he's going to ruin his life. Hopefully he never needs a job, which I doubt that he will. But also, the lady that he pointed a gun at is an actress from what I hear. And then she was also a beauty pageant contestant. But also, the girl is friends with Chris Brown's baby mama. So I'm just really trying to see what's going on here. That was strange.
So what I think it was, honestly, to me, it sounds like the bitch was an escort. You know what I'm saying? She got caught stealing. You know, that, like, I don't want to just make up shit, but that's what I'm like. First of all, why are you at the house at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about you just trying to party?
Right.
Like, and then you're with a group of 4 other girls, and a nigga dropped you off. Like, he didn't even come. If he knew it was a party, like, you know what I'm saying, why didn't he come in too? Like, he just dropped the girls off and then left. And then they said that 3 other girls, Chris Brown wasn't feeling, so he sent. That's what the friend said. So he told them to leave before her. So clearly it's just like, so they came to the house so he could pick which one he wanted. He's like, yeah, I want you. You know what I'm saying? And she did that shit. They caught her ass and they told her to leave. But I mean, it's just like, what else is it? Like, I don't know.
But I'm just like, why did it take this time?
Like, if you look at her interviews and you look at her Instagram videos and all that, it's just like the bitch is. She just gives me like conniving, like just evil, like you get what I'm saying? Like she just has that like that shady kind of like way about her.
Man, why did it take the cops 7 hours? 7 hours to get to Chris Brown's house. That's worse than a hood call. Like, that's awful. I don't like, what is going on? Are you kidding me right now? Seriously, that was just so bad, man. That was bad. Y'all, we finna get on to our question of the day. Our question of the day is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity? If you're entertaining other people, you know, you're texting them, you're contacting them on social media, you're, you know, reaching out, you're doing the reaching out, you know, is that the same as infidelity? Jean, how do you feel about that, and what is your statement?
You go first.
What? I asked the question. Why I got to go first?
Oh, man. Because I just want to make sure I'm not.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay. All right. Hell motherfucking yeah it is. What are you saying? What do you mean go first? Absolutely. Yeah, you don't be texting no bitch. What you talking about? Ain't nobody got time. No, but I feel like, yeah, you know, if you out there, you reaching out, you want to be seen, you want to be talked to, you know what I'm saying? You want motherfuckers to hit you back up, or you giving out your phone number for people to contact you, sending pictures or even flirting. All of that shit to me is infidelity. Everybody, they have their own opinion. I feel like it's infidelity because it's something that I just personally would not do. I'm not going to do it. I have people that always trying. Like, I think I mentioned this before. People are always trying to contact me, want to try and flirt with me. I ain't got time. What you said? Pardon me? I'm so serious, I don't even play that shit. Like, even if somebody's trying to contact me on Facebook, she don't even write you back for what? Care how you doing. You want to know how I'm doing? Why? Look at my posts. Stalk me if you want to. Just be invisible. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have time for it. I definitely value my relationship. I value my marriage, you know, and I just don't have time to be entertaining other people. Shit, I'm trying to get money one way or another. Like, I got 3 plans right now that I'm trying to do. So that's what my focus on. And I feel like if you build and you focus with your partner, then you would definitely, you don't focus on other infidelities, then you would definitely, or acting crazy, y'all going to be set. Shit, y'all going to be too busy focusing on getting money. That's why you're going to be so, you know, famous and getting paid, because you're busy focusing on the money. That's how I feel about it. How about you?
I agree. I do think it is the same as infidelity because, you know, I would just think as anything that you would not be comfortable with telling your partner, your spouse, boyfriend, your wife, to me that's cheating. You know, whether you had a conversation with somebody at work that went a little left or was a little bit too long.
That's what I'm saying too.
You know, if you knew that your person was there and the conversation would not have went the same way, to me, that is cheating. Like, you know.
Yes. But hold up now. Hold on real quick. There has been some conversations before, like today, actually. I was at work, and it was a security guard. I'm on the phone with actually my husband, and I'm leaving for the day. I mean, I'm leaving to go take a walk outside, and he asked me where I'm going. And I was like, huh? Pardon me? And somebody ended up coming inside the door And I was like, hold on. I think I told my husband, hold on. I said, hold on. And I was like, what you said? Like that. And people coming inside the door from the building. And he was like, welcome back, ladies, to the other people. And I was like, okay, ain't nobody got time to be playing with him. Like, I really, really, really don't. What you said? Where am I going? Why is that any of your business? Because that's what my husband was on the phone. That's not on your damn business. You are the security guard. Don't ask me where I'm going. I would. Yeah, that's, first of all, I'm at a professional work environment. You see how I'm dressed. You see what I look like. You see that I'm on the phone, obviously. You know, like that, asking me where I'm going. We don't even have conversations like that. So for you to just, hey, where you going? Like in that voice, too? Speak up. Why are you whispering? Who don't you want to hear? Like, you know. So that's what I'm saying. So that conversation definitely would have been different if my husband was there, because he would never ask me. My husband has came up to my job several times, never asked us where we're going, ever. And he's seen my husband before. So for me to come out randomly one day and where you going? Why the fuck does it matter? If you don't get the hell out of here and do your job. So that's an example, but that was on his end and not mine. Seriously. Now go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, because we're saying the same thing. Honestly, you know, if it's anything that's inappropriate, you know, it's not okay. You feel uncomfortable. You got that little gut in your, you know what I'm saying, that little feeling in your gut where you just like, this not right. To me, that shit is cheating. You ain't gotta fuck somebody.
Yeah.
If you give somebody your time, anything where you feel like you're going to embarrass your spouse. Like, if somebody comes to your spouse on the street and they be like, yeah, to me, and you know it's going to hurt their feelings, that's fucking cheating. But we should go and get into the callers. It's been a pretty slow day today. We only have a couple callers. So first number, 919, and you are on. Hello. Yeah, what's up?
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, so I pretty much agree with what the both of you were saying. I definitely feel like if you know in your gut that it's not right, then 9 times out of 10 it's not. And if you continue to do it, then you know you're in the fucking wrong. Like, that don't make sense. Why would you continue to do it unless you want to?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And if you
You're
keep,
right,
I feel like if you keep going with the shit, then really it's time to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's time to get fucked up. Thank you so much for calling.
And first, the last number we have, 414, and you are on. Hello. 414-322. Hello. Yeah.
Hey.
Could you repeat the question again? I'm sorry. The question is entertaining other people while in a relationship the same as infidelity?
It's not technically the same, but it's his cousin. So it should be treated like it is. That's what it leads to. That's the beginning stages. That's the bad. That's like, the point where you got to make a decision, right or wrong.
You sound like a cheater. I hope you don't got no wife at home.
So explain that. Why do you not feel like that's the same?
I keep my lady happy. I keep her happy.
But why do you not feel like? Why do you not
I don't
feel like
dip
that's
and dab myself. That's not good. But I'm just saying, as far as my perception, I think that it's bad. Either way, really, it's like a double negative, because it's like
why do you feel that it's not the same?
And, huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You start getting, text messages and all of that stuff, and it's stuff tied to that. Like now, that's how you seeing people on TV. Like, I got the text messages. Like,
yeah.
They go. It's just too much. It's too much of a risk to go and sneak. Like nowadays, they gonna screenshot you.
Right.
So, either way, it's bad. You do what you do, and it's gonna come out pretty much, one way or the other.
Right.
Because people don't. You can't cheat with somebody and just keep them quiet. Let's be real. What are you going shut up? Just I'm like, no, they're gonna be like, I want to be with you, just you. They're gonna go crazy. So then they're gonna kill somebody like the movies, and then somebody gonna be dead.
Oh, wow.
So
gosh.
I guess the end of my answer, it is bad. I guess I changed it.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for commenting. He sounds like he be cheating on his girlfriend.
I know that's like but yeah.
But you know what though?
I mean,
you know what they say.
What?
You know, eventually, if you cheating, and you know what I'm saying, you messing around with somebody else, you know, you in a marriage or whatever like that, you know, eventually, like, it's always gonna come out. And if it don't end up coming out right away, then, you know, it's going to come out, period. You know, in one way or another. I mean, there's going to be some type of alternative that happens. There's some type of turning point, and it's going to shake somebody up. And like they said, now you got 3 people involved, and now somebody's about to get hurt. You know?
And I feel like when it comes to a point to where, like he was saying, where you got to think like every fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth that. Putting your phone down.
Now your phone needs to be on airplane mode, putting it backwards.
You know, you got to keep your phone on you at the whole damn time. You nervous as hell.
Oh, my God,
if you let the dude hold your phone because you heard somebody going to text you, like, anybody got time for all that bullshit?
Oh, my God. Have we cheated before? Oh, my God. We know everything now.
You're a bad person. No, I'm just saying because I'm psycho, so I feel like I notice everything. So I feel like if my boyfriend does, you know, anything, I'll be like, okay, so why you do that? Because in my head, I done made up.
Me too.
It's not true.
Me too.
But,
why is this not connected with this? Why is your phone information not connected to this watch information right here? I'm trying to figure it all out. This makes me wonder. Now I need to start going through your phone. See, psychopath.
It's okay though. You gotta keep them on their toes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in this crazy head of mine. No, I'm just playing. But it looks like we have one more caller from our area. 414. First 3 numbers 732. What's up? Hello.
You're on the air.
Hey. Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Hi. So I have more of a question. It's more of a question kind of thing. It is pertaining to the topic. So what do y'all think about, so like, what if your significant other basically like leave their phone around, like they don't act like they have nothing to hide, but like their phone going off the chain with pictures from other girls. And then you hit the girl up and she like, we just friends. I got a man too. I just been knowing him a long time. It's all good. Like, what y'all think about that?
What kind of pictures?
Did you look at the pictures?
I mean, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
No, I did look at the pictures. You said what?
I said, to be honest, it don't even matter what kind of pictures. Why are you sending pictures to my man?
That was my thing, because my thing is this. This is somebody that they were with previously, like on some booty call type thing, nothing too serious, many years before us, but it was just like, she hideous, she's super fat, and she's super ugly. But the whole point is, it's like, it's just the point because he hit that before. I'm not, like, threatened by all means because I'm really, like, into myself. But it's just more so of the point that it's the disrespect, because this was the breaker for me, because she was like, you don't remember texting me before? Meaning early on into our relationship, this is one of the same girls that I talked to him about previously, because I never have a problem with cheating. It's the flirting. So do y'all consider that cheating? Like, is that still cheating?
Yes.
To me,
I don't think it's like to the point of like
where you need to break up, right? It's not to that point, but it's something that you definitely need to check.
That's not okay, especially if it's somebody that the person has dealt with before. Like, coming into my relationship, And Angelica, I know you and your husband, like, y'all had the same situation. The people that y'all dealt with in the past, you got to cut them off. Like, if there's no way if you had sex with somebody in the past, like, y'all can be friends. Like, what do y'all really got to talk about? Like, I'm sorry if y'all best friends. Like, y'all fucked. Like, it's not going to be the same. Like, they're not going to ever be truly happy for you. Like, that shit is not cool, dog. Like, what do you think about that, Angelica?
So,
I feel.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, sweetie. No, you go
ahead.
So
I just wanted to let y'all in because I'm an open book. So basically, I brought it to him. She kind of like let it be known. I was offended because this broad is telling me he's really in love with you. I would never break up a happy home. Like, excuse you, I don't need you to tell me how my man feel about me. And then on top of that, I'm like telling him, like, you know what I'm saying? He hadn't talked to this person in some time, in months, but it's just like here and there shit come out of nowhere. And, like, text him. And, like, it's not like we in a whole totally different state, than this person. But it's just still, like, I believe in, like, before you cheat, it's like a mental thing. Like, before anything, you know what I mean? You cheat up in your mind first before your body follows. So that's the part of it that I'm a little messed up with. I mean, she's super hideous, super ugly. And it's like, but she was cute enough for him to hit it at a point, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I should react because at the same time, I wasn't supposed to be in his phone, but he act like he don't got nothing to hide. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm looking for an issue. Like, I'm looking for a problem.
But, I mean, if you go to his phone, so for what? Shit. Like, he should. I mean, like, he shouldn't have no password and shit. You should, or if he does, you should have his password. Like, y'all are in this together. Like, fuck that bitch. Like, there's no way you should be feeling bad for the way that you feel, but you definitely should let him know, like, that's not okay. If you want to be with me, you cannot continue to entertain somebody on that level, especially somebody that you have dealt with in the past. Like, there's no way a grown-ass woman should be sending you pictures. Like, I'm sorry, for what? Like, what do you need to see? You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like all in all, one thing that I had to learn when I got, prior to getting married, after marriage, everything, is I have to stop going through my husband's stuff. Now, I don't find things in his phone or anything inappropriate now, but I have before in the past. And I'm going to tell you one thing, too. It don't matter how ugly or how hideous she is, and all because somebody is pretty, ugly, it don't mean that, she was pretty at a time, and that's why he hit it. She was just convenient. She was just there. It doesn't have nothing to do with how she looked. She was just a convenient fuck, and that's what happened at that time. Now, what he definitely needs to stop doing is if she's sending photos to his phone, he needs to check that bitch and let her know, hey, this is who I want to be with. This is what I'm trying to do in my life, and this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Stay the fuck away, because all it takes is one good snap on the bitch for her to keep it moving. That's it. But it has to be up to him to want to do that, because if he don't want to do that, then he's not going to do that.
Everything
so
that's
how
I
I feel
saying,
about that.
On his end, I ain't going to hold y'all up too long, but this is, like, super fresh, and I was like, I got to call in. I listen all the time, but I don't always call in. But I was just like, this particular time, it was like, you know what? I said this to him because I do stuff differently. I ain't never been a girl. I feel like I do stuff tastefully. And I told him, I was like, it's for you to let her know. Like, you don't address my woman. You don't tell her, you know what I mean? Like, you don't take my phone inappropriate. We was friends for X amount of time. This is where we at now. You know what I'm doing? I just feel like you have to set the mode for the relationship on her end. Like, if you're not setting boundaries, it's disrespectful to me, because I feel like, in my opinion, guys have literally sent me dick pics in my, DM or my inbox on Facebook, whatever. And it's like, okay, he didn't have to know that. He didn't know that because I addressed it. You know what I mean? It stops with me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I was feeling about it. Because I was damn near like, leave him. Like, I don't play that shit. Like, because I just feel like if you'll keep that from me, if I didn't find that out, what else? You know what I mean? Like, I know I've been cheated on before. This particular situation, I know it's not that, but it's just the fear of the, you know what I mean, what it can lead to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank y'all. I appreciate
Absolutely.
And thank you, too. We truly appreciate you calling in today and definitely keeping the show popping.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, you definitely gotta let a man know how you feel. You know, and I'm just speaking in general to everybody. You gotta let them know. You gotta know when enough is enough, and it has to be up to you to do that breaking point. You know, you have to unlock that chain. And once again,
and
like you mentioned,
it might not even be that serious to the point of, you know, to where it's like,
I'm not even talking about breaking
you know,
up.
she breaking down crying or something like that. It's just
no.
It's clearly something that's like bothering her, and like you said, you just have to let them know, like, that's not okay. Like, you're with me, like, you know.
Sometimes though, you know what, Jen?
What?
Sometimes guys, they really are stupid. They really do think, these are just friendly pictures. Like, no, let me tell you. Sometimes they think, these really are friendly pictures. This is really just my friend. I went through a similar situation like that. It took for me to get married and for the girl to tell my husband, damn, I was in shock. I couldn't believe you actually got married, for him to realize that this bitch is really not your friend. I've been telling you this for like 2 years now. She like you. I know, because I'm a woman, and I like your ass too, nigga. So I know what, you know, obsessiveness and all of that look like. This bitch is obsessed with you, okay? Drop her like a bad habit. No. And then even one time she called a couple times, and I'm like, who's this? And she was like, what my name is in this phone. Bitch, I would slap the fuck out of you. Like, who are you calling and trying to talk to? Check this bitch. Yeah. It's like, why are you acting like that? But it still wasn't cut off. Now it's finally cut off. And sometimes you got to check a bitch. I had to check her, too, a couple times. And I seen her in person. But, but still, you know, it's just frustrating all in all. Nobody wants to get cheated on. Nobody wants to feel like they're being played out. Nobody wants to feel the way men can make us feel or women can make us feel. You know, nobody wants to feel that way and be down and upset and sad. So I truly understand. Been there before, done that. Hopefully I never have to go through it again. You know, so if I do, y'all already know the deal. I'm psycho. So, but anyways, John, do you have a confession that you would like to say to us today? That was awesome, y'all. I just love y'all. I love my audience. Mwah!
No, I love having real conversation too. Like, I just want to develop into, like, you know, where we don't have to always. One day I want to get to the point to where, like, we grow to. It's not gonna be just about hot topics. Like, we can just sit and have. I just want us to have, like, a conversation. Like how, like, the conversation you just had. I thought that shit was so fucking dope. Like, you know.
Me too.
I don't know, but yeah, my confession is.
Fun.
I was having a conversation with my partner yesterday, and I think I do care a little bit too much about what other people view, how other people view of me or what they think about me. For instance, how could I make it as general? I guess saying, like, people that I'm around that I don't really fuck with, I guess deep down, like, sometimes I want, like, I guess it's like a cordial situation to where I don't really like having people that I feel like really don't like me because I don't understand it. Like, you know, I've never really been a person that had, like, beefs and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess it's something I have to work on. Maybe it's an insecurity thing, but I just don't like when people just have unnecessary issues with me. Well, at least issues where I feel like it's unnecessary. What do you think?
Nobody likes that.
What is your confession?
Nobody likes that. My confession, I said nobody likes that when people, they act petty and don't like you for no reason. It's like, okay, what's your fucking problem, bitch?
Yes.
My confession is that school has started back, guys, as we already know. And I'm not looking forward to this semester. I'm only looking forward to my financial aid coming in. And I'm really not looking forward to that either, because that's money you have to repay back unless you only get a grant. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to knocking off some bills and, you know, doing some other stuff like that, saving up for a house that I'm praying that I'll get next year. But, yeah, school started back, and I'm not too happy about that. But, yeah, that's my confession. Anyway, so we truly appreciate y'all calls. We have not got any confessions yet, unfortunately. But, yes, something like today is what I would definitely like to happen. Like, you know, from now on consistently, hopefully she continues to call us and we continue to get more people calling and having conversations with us. But before we end the show, if you know someone who needs a resume tweaked, created, or needs some job resources, cover letter, reliable references, or anything like that, contact Rice Resumes by looking up Rice Resumes on any social media site. Thank you all for listening to the show. You can expect to hear from us next week, Thursday, the 7th, at the same time, 6:30, 7:30 Eastern. And we want to hear from y'all. So make sure y'all contact us. Let us know. Jen, is there anything you want to say before we leave the show?
Same shit. Just thank you all so much for listening. And, please continue to be patient with us. We ain't shit right now, but, ride this way,
You ain't shit. You ain't shit right now. Shit.
Wow.
I'm shit. I'm shit on the ground. I'm shit on the ground, okay? Ew. But I'm shit.
But seriously, I'm having such a great time. And this is really, my outlet, from, work and school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is your host, Angel Bondrina.
And I'm your co-host, John Mosby. And you are listening to Confession
Session.
Damn, can you at least start Confession Session? Damn.
Oh, my God. Now I got a headache. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Confession Session.